Hello anybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest. I am Mr. Devious, or just Deeb, and in the last episode, we defeated Captain K. Rool and knocked him off the flying croc and into his own filthy swamp, Kremquay. However, that was not enough. Even though we saved DK, we are not quite done on Crocodile Isle because we have some unfinished business to take care of. And for that, we're going to start by heading all the way back down to the base of the island and going into Crocodile Cauldron. Now, as I was saying at the end of the last episode, after we defeated Captain K. Rool, there was still the matter of the 75 Krem coins we still have to our name, and we're going to go visit an old friend we haven't seen in a long time at Klobbers kiosk.
Scurvy chimps ahoy! Come on, ye yellow bellies! Try and cross Klobbers Bridge without paying, I dare ye!
Well, we only have Diddy with us right now, but that's just fine. We're not going to fight him because we're going to get whooped, but as you can see, this is 15 Krem coins. We have 75. We're going to do it.
Feel free to use me barrel when you like, mateys.
And now he's our friend. But in going this barrel, we come all the way to the Lost World. It comes with its own unique spooky track and has that very creepy looking volcano shooting all of that energy at its center. And as you can see, we have access to one level. Just one. Jungle Jinx. Sorry about that, had to clear my throat there, but without further ado, we are going to be going in to the first level of the Lost World, Jungle Jinx. So the Lost World comes with a new level archetype, a unique level archetype. It's not in all of its levels, but this is the jungle level type. These are some of the hardest levels in the game. I'm just going to get that out of the way right now. The gimmick of Jungle Jinx is these giant tires. Each of the levels in the Lost World usually has some kind of unique gimmick. This first one isn't too bad, and it does start in this one. There is no, each world has its own Lost World level, except for, just a moment. Sorry, I was having issues with my frame rate. I was saying that all the Lost World levels there's basically one per world, except for Gangplank Galleon and, well, the Flying Croc, which is only one level long if you want to be completely specific about it. Ow! I forgot that actually hurt you. And Gangplank Galleon doesn't have one because you're not technically on Crocodile Isle, but yeah, it is one Lost World level per world for 5 worlds, so we have 5 levels we're going to be doing. Each of them costs 15 Krem coins, of course, so as you can see, we can die on these terrifying spikes with skulls on them. Oh my goodness. I swear it's not going to always be like that. I can perform better, I swear. But yeah, this is the gimmick of this level, the giant tires. Other levels will have other gimmicks, and they will take place in other environments other than the jungle. Even though this is pretty common, I think it appears across 3 levels out of 5 in the Lost World. And these are hard levels, make no doubt. These are probably objectively the hardest levels in the game, even though there are some main game levels that do have their place among these that I do think would belong among these levels, such as Windy Well and maybe even the second Bramble level of the game, but I digress. Of course, by this point, you have beaten well, you don't have to have beaten all the levels is the thing to access the Lost World. You only need 15 Krem coins to access your first Lost World, so you can start basically if you've been getting all of the Krem coins since you've started the game, if that makes any sense. I'm sorry, this just looks suspicious down here. Yeah, I'm not chancing that. But yeah, if you were collecting all of the Krem coins as quickly as you can, you could come to this level basically as soon as you got 1 Krem coin in... Yeah, I missed the bonus. I'm gonna look for it. And I didn't actually mean to fall and kill myself. That was an accident. Okay. What you want to do is from the save point, the checkpoint, you come left, and then there was that flitter there, and then there's an O here, and you jump into this blast barrel. So, yeah. We're going to have to destroy them all. And you might be wondering why there are bonus barrels in the Lost World. There is 1 per level, but you might be wondering if you need Krem coins to actually access the Lost World, they can't just put Krem coins in Lost World levels. I mean, that just makes no sense, and we can take damage there. But you might have seen what we get for beating the Lost World if you were paying attention. If not, well, you'll see it soon anyway. So we're going to go back in and do that again real quickly. Not really going to cut because not really a reason to. even though I was kind of at the end there, but I digress. It is nice that they give you the DK barrel. Hard as these levels are, they're usually fair about that kind of thing. They don't let you come in without something you need, like a Kong. And you need to be really quick on that one, but as you can see, our prize for beating that is in fact a DK coin. Now, if you remember from the main game, you might remember that with every boss you defeated, you would get a Creme coin. You would get one, you got one from Crow, Creepy Crow, Cleaver, all of them. Even Captain K. Rool, we got one for beating the game. So that means that you can only... That was embarrassing. You can only get a total of 74 Creme coins without defeating Captain K. Rool. And as a result, you can only visit 4 of the 5 Lost World levels without beating the game. And that's actually important because you need to defeat all the levels of the Lost World to unlock something super secret and special, which we will be looking at because we have gotten all the Creme coins, and as I said, this is a comprehensive Let's Play. Now here we got some barrel shootings. They move very fast, and if you misfire, you will shoot into the pit, and you will die. You will go to hell. So yeah, otherwise this level isn't too hard. They do scale them properly in that the level that you access I think they scale them fairly well so that the level that you access in Crocodile Cauldron is easier than the one you access in Kremque, is easier than the one you access in Crazy Kremlin, and so on and so forth. Dixie actually is a major help here if you want to adjust to land on the first tire, and landing on the first tire, I think, is usually the biggest challenge in this kind of level. We could be fancy to try and get that coin, but, well, we're still going to be fancy to get it, but I digress, because if you remember, you do have to when you beat the game and beat K. Rool to come to the Lost World, you do basically have to... Hold on, I'm going to come back and... Okay, I guess that the guy is dead. I don't have to do this, but you know me. So now we're going to have a rapping Diddy with unique victory music for the jungle. Yeah! But basically what I was saying was, to come to at least the last Lost World level, you need to beat K. Rool, and in that, technically the game has to reset, so all of your lives and coins are reset back to the starting, like 3 lives and all that. So no matter what, you're going to have at least one level where it's challenging and you don't have your reserves of lives to rely on. So the smart thing to do would actually be to do the Lost World levels as you go through the game. Now, as you can see, we are still stuck in this world, so we are going to want to fly out to get to the next world. So we will be using Funky's flights now. Isn't that exciting? We are going to be using him. Cool, she's all your dudes. Catch you later. And heading into Kremque for what will be the second level. Though I did just say that I do think that these levels do a fairly good job of scaling in difficulty, like appropriate for each world in which you unlock them. I do think that there are some that are unusually easy or unusually tough relative to the other levels in the Lost World.
Let's see your doubloons, you mangy apes.
And we're gonna pay him up again.
Thanks for the booty. You're me best mateys now.
Klobber has a ton of very fun dialogue. And with that, we have unlocked the next level in the set. It is kind of inconvenient that you have to go into each world and access what is basically a different map screen with a different level that you can access rather than being able to access all the levels you've unlocked at once. That would be convenient, but unfortunately it is not the case and it is not what we can do here. So we are going to be going into Black Ice Battle. Black Ice Battle, as you may guess, is an ice level. This level is a tough level. It's also more appropriately an ice level than the ice levels in K. Rool's Keep were. K. Rool's Keep ice levels were usually just kind of an excuse for water levels, whereas this one is more straight up ice level challenge with ice physics, and just to make the whole thing challenging, the main gimmick of this level are bees. Tons of bees. So as you can imagine, Dixie Kong is actually very useful for her jumps. They also like to put these different kinds of slopes in these levels. These strange slopes and clap traps and, whoa, I mean clamp-ons, and we got a crook down there. Crooks are pretty common here too. Oh, that was unpleasant. But, oh, you definitely want to take your time and adjust your jumps here. This is not a nice or forgiving level, and if I die again, I'm gonna have to go back and get some more lives. That being said, the level does give you the nicety of giving you a few DK barrels to complement for the fact that they do expect you to get hit in here, and I can see why. Again, my main advice for these levels, for this level in particular, is to take advantage of the fact that if you stop pushing left or right in mid-jump, you basically lose all of your forward momentum, and that takes care of that. Oh boy, this is bad. No! Yay, we got an extra life, but there is also a black Klobber there, so that is terrifying. You also can't take him past the B to get this crook, but that is okay. That is just fine. And as you can see, they like to protect these crooks, so you can't really do anything about them. Again, Dixie is the more ideal Kong here because of how she can adjust. Now, this level loves the black Klobbers, so even if you do get your lives, it can be kind of challenging, to say the least. However, there actually are quite a few number of lives to complement the fact that there are, well, black Klobbers in the level. Now that we've reached the checkpoint, though, this level, I don't think it will be too hard from here on out. It will have dangerous jumps, to be sure. I think if you went down the left path there, you would have gotten a black Klobber, but, well, you know, I'm not gonna go back up there and kill myself just to show it off. This section is kind of weird. There are just some neeks and... Whew! Can't believe I got through that. Well, yes I can. It wasn't that hard, but I just kind of slipped through. Anyway, I am a little surprised that they put the neeks and the clampons in there. I'm curious about the neeks, but whatever. Meanwhile, we want to come over to this way, where this flitter is, because in there, we have something that we want. I don't think I was supposed to kill both of those guys, but, well, I guess we will see. We are going to take this chest with us, though, because we do want to break it open and get ourselves a cannonball, which we need. Oh no. Oh no. Which we do want for over here, where we actually get our G, and we can throw this into a cannon. And of course, with this cannon, we can presumably go into a bonus level. It's kind of, you know, cause and effect. You're used to this kind of thing. I don't really feel like I need to explain this. But the gimmick, of course, to this bonus level is exactly the same as the level itself. You got a bunch of dangerous jumps where they place zingers everywhere, so you need to adjust. And at the end, we get our DK coin, and that is that. So, yeah. Black Ice Battle itself, all in all, isn't all that tough. I say that like we're done the level, and we might be close. I just think we're close because we got the G. However, once we get near the end, they do this with these very tricky jumps. I wouldn't say unfair because they aren't pixel perfect, but they do require patience. You can't really rush through this level. It's kind of an analogy for a real life situation where when you're, you know, slipping on ice and surrounded by bees. You'd have to take time to slowly think and assess your situation and figure out what you're doing. And with that, we get to the end of this level and get our banana coin. Now that we're at this point in the video, I'm wondering, in fact, that didn't take that long. So I'm curious if I should go on and do the next level. And you know what? I think I am going to, because that honestly didn't take that long. My original plan... Oh wait, I gotta go get some coins. I will be right back. Rattle Battle is the place to get coins if you need them. So yeah, as I was about to say, my original plan for the Lost World, is that I was going to do it across... There are 5 levels and a boss. I was going to do 2 levels across each one, with the last video being the last level and the boss at the end. But if the levels are being this short and quick, then I think I will just do 3 levels today, and then on the next episode, we might just finish up the Lost World across 2 videos. Why not? Anyway, into Klobbers Kiosk.
It's 20 lashes with a cat o' 9 tails for ye if I don't get me booty this time, you filthy apes.
And, of course, we're going to pay him.
Captain K will treat us rotten. I hope you scupper his plans.
Oh, so as you can see, we get a little plot background there about how K. Rool doesn't treat his people very well. I mean, he does pollute their own swamp and live up on top of a keep, you know, gloating over all of them. But they do have a pretty cool carnival world, so I don't know what they're complaining about. But I digress. Not delaying, we are going into Clobber Carnage. You might be able to figure out what the gimmick is, just by the name. Lots and lots of Klobbers. This is going to be the gimmick of this level, as well as something else. Barrels in general just are a popular theme here, and here we have a whole bunch, and no matter what you say about these guys, they do not honk. They simply do not honk. Just because you say they do does not mean they do. However, I will going to slam them. I will going to slam them against the walls and smash them all open. Because what is with the society of people who live in barrels? It's weird. So here we have a return of some barrels, which we haven't actually seen for a long time. Not since, I believe, not since Crazy Kremlin. There was a level in it was a marsh level. It might have been in, Kremquay. It might have been the second swamp level. I don't remember exactly. Of course, what is a clobber level without the black clobbers? I mean, we want to be an equal opportunity for Kremlings. This is a bad joke. I'm not even going to go on with it. But, yeah, we haven't seen those barrels in a long time. And an interesting thing about this level is, for people who play this level on an emulator, is that this level is actually really hard. Because these barrels, these spinny barrels that you can control, they're supposed to stop in place, but they don't quite work on an emulator. Like, they don't stop spinning. You can turn them the other way, but they keep spinning. So as a result, this level is harder than it's supposed to be. And here we have the rare TNT Naka in its natural habitat, and we are just going to blow one up. There are, in fact, no blow-upables in this level that I can imagine, but in fact, there aren't really very many blow-upables to speak of in this game to begin with. I mean, in terms of, like, stuff to blow up. Oh, darn it, that's bad. However, we do got a DK barrel here. The thing about this level is the bonus is at the very end, and to get it, you need both Kongs alive at the end. And now that we have this guy, we're gonna get rid of him and throw him into the Doom, where he belongs. So here we have this. This is not an easy section at all, let alone on, like, an emulator, which is, you know, tough. But it is doable. It's just challenging. Still, if you're able to do the usual, like, Donkey Kong barrels, damn it! That sucks. If I have to double damn it! Alright, I think we're about where we were when we died last time. However, I am alone without Diddy Kong's help, so, oops. This might be where I meet my doom. Yeah, this isn't going too well. Well, it's a good thing I saved. Just a quick word of advice, if you do run low on lives at any point after the checkpoint, it is a good idea to go back and do, say, Swanky's Challenge, because you will retain your midpoint status of the level, so that's nice. Also, can we just talk for a moment about how gross the red toenails on the death Klobbers are? Pretty gross. Sometimes this part of the level glitches and the barrel doesn't show up if you shoot too fast, and that's kind of bull honky. Yeah. One word of advice I can offer is try to get the letters in this level so you can repeatedly get lives if you can get up to this section. That was a bad idea, and I'm dead. You know, I have a feeling that I could have avoided all of this trouble if I just said nothing about the whole, oh, this level isn't that hard if you're good at, you know, the DK barrel stuff. And it's true that it's not, damn it, and I'm pretty much boned. Buh. And we got past that part, but I think that we're still pretty screwed as far as, you know, actual level completion goes. Or, you know, you could just die. That works too. Oh, come on, that was barely went off screen. Remember not to outrun this barrel. It might seem like that's something you want to do, but no, you do not want to outrun this barrel, otherwise you are gonna have a bad time. Oh, damn it. Oh man. I bet that cost me the end too, because I made it to the end and all. Oh, damn it. But, oh boy. This is a mean section of this level. But yeah, looks like I'm not gonna be able to make it up there. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, what I'm gonna do... Wait, I have an idea. It probably won't work, and I think I just lost my opportunity, because I think the Klobbers kill themselves on the spikes, but... Aw, man, that sucks. I nearly made it, too. But I guess I'm gonna have to basically... Wait. Or we could do that. That works too. I can't believe I thought that you needed both Kongs, when in fact all you need is Diddy. Thank God, that is relief. I seriously did not want to do this level again. So destroy them all. This is actually a really fun destroy them all, because you get invincibility barrels, and you get to get your revenge on the zingers that had plagued you throughout this entire level. That is a fun bonus level, and I really enjoy it. This level was a pain in the ass, and I am glad to be done with it. Imagine if I shot myself off to my death. That would have been tragic. But I digress. That takes care of that. We got the DK coin, and we beat this level. We beat this hellhole of a level. And that brings us up to 3 completed levels for the Lost World, and only 2 remain. However, if you would like to see those remaining 2 levels and the remainder of the Lost World, then I just hope to see somebody, specifically you, in the next one. Bye-bye.